And welcome to episode 797 of Hard Factor.
Woo.
It is Wednesday, October 20th, 2021. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. We got Mark, Pat, Wes, and I'm Will. And what are we talking about today, fellas? I don't even know.
Oh, I mean, I can tell you right now that if you want to know, I mean, it's pretty much unequivocally what the biggest and best Halloween costume of 2021 is going to be. You might want to stick around to the end of the show because it's been decided.
Okay. Very
I think
cool.
you're probably right about that, too.
I got the coffee today. We're going to be talking about a bunch of stuff. The normal fact today in history. I got another little wrinkle to it and a thing at the end that'll be fun. And I'm not going to tell you about the top three.
Oh, wow.
Going to be going to the UAE for a little deep fake action. Going to be going to Israel for a little treasure hunting.
Whoa.
And we're going to be going to the UK for a little debate on, some business practices.
But they have some nice treasure in Israel.
They sure do.
Okay.
That sounds fancy. And then I'm a little stuffed up today, but so sorry to the listeners if you hear my stuffiness, but I found something on the internet that was so appalling that I could not skip the show.
Was it the contributions of companies to our government officials?
That was appalling, and I tweeted about that, but no.
Was it that Ben Simmons refused to practice today and got suspended for a game?
Also appalling.
Okay.
But this is even more
Worse.
egregious.
Worse.
And the worst news for you guys is you are some of the perpetrators. We're going to get to it.
I think I know what it is.
Oh.
Were you on Pornhub?
No.
Okay.
No. I mean, of course not.
It's
What are you
guys
talking
that
about?
like Pornhub.
All right, cool.
Is it
All right.
Lala from Vanderpump breaking up with Randall?
Oh,
That was so
it's
yesterday.
Way more salacious than that, Wes.
Okay.
If you're going to talk about a couple, talk about Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker getting
That
engaged.
was also mega yesterday.
I know.
Damn.
Should we get into
Not yesterday to me.
Should we get into the news?
Yeah.
What does that mean, Wes?
Yeah.
It means it's still important to me
Oh, okay.
Okay.
today. Even more so, actually, now that I've had time to reflect on it.
He needs a day. He needs a day to absorb it. All right. Well, if there's nothing else, then there's everything else.
Yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
And first, since it's What the Fuck Wednesday, I have a fun fact that's going to make you say, what the fuck? So the fun fact of the day is, did you know that if you took a regular piece of paper, like a computer paper, and you folded it 42 times, it would be tall. It would be tall enough to reach the moon.
You mean like
Okay.
it doubled every time?
Yes, you fold a piece of paper, and then it becomes twice as thick as it was before, and you keep doing that 42 times. It could reach the moon.
Incredible.
That's exponential growth, bro.
Yeah, didn't think that was possible, did you?
It's not.
42 folds.
You can't.
42. Well, it's hard. You
fold
gotta
it.
have really strong fingers and
How
be tall.
big of a
times.
piece
You have
of
to be really
paper?
tall. Well, it doesn't matter. If you could fold a piece of paper 42 times,
Wow.
it would be thick enough and tall enough to reach. And if you did 43 times, you could go to the moon and back. You know what I mean?
That's like that doubling a penny stat that leads to
Yeah.
$1 million. They're like, you
Yeah.
double
Leads
a
to
penny
it leads
for
to
a
a
week,
zillion.
and you got a
5 million,
zillion.
yeah.
But it's a different spin on it, Will. You never thought about the paper to the moon,
No,
did
you're
you?
right. No, I mean, you're right. It's true.
What the fuck, right?
Puts it in
All right.
perspective.
Today in history, in 1803, the U.S. Senate ratified the Louisiana Purchase, baby, doubling the size of the U.S. for a measly $15 million, which today, is like whatever, a lot of money. But back then it was like one castle worth in France, and that's who we gave the money to, rich-ass France, those idiots. Worst deal ever by France, giving
Yeah.
up all that land.
Dude, I'm pretty sure we also got Alaska this month. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So
October
October's
is
our month?
Seward's Icebox.
yeah, big time.
Yeah, that was
Well,
a good buy.
Louisiana purchased 827,000 square miles of land west of the Mississippi. That's ours now, boys.
That's awesome.
Thanks
Yeah.
to 1803.
I mean, I'm still wondering if somebody's going to make that offer for Greenland like Trump was going for.
Yeah, dude, we got Alaska on the 18th of this
Right,
month.
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
This month?
So yes.
So this week was a big week.
Huge week, bro.
Wow.
Oh, man, purchase
October
week.
is acquisition month.
Yeah, it is.
Land acquisition.
Hell yeah.
The
We should
best
keep
kind.
buying stuff, Pat. Greenland, whatever. We should keep buying. Just keep
You
buying if
ain't
it's
no
for sale.
kind of man if you ain't got land.
That was
That's
literally
right.
the only thing I agreed with Donald Trump on. Is
Buying Greenland.
yeah, I wanted it.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Everyone wants it. All right. Births today are Mickey Mantle, Kamala Harris, and Snoop D-O double G. all born on October 20th. Deaths today on October 20th are 31st U.S. President Herbert Hoover. How about Ronnie Van Zant and Steve Gaines of Leonard Skinner? Their plane went down on the 20th. And so you listen to some Skinner today. You got to. And Muammar Gaddafi, former Libyan dictator.
One more time?
I don't know how to... Gaddafi. I don't know how to say his first name.
Muammar. It's like
Muammar. No, it's Muammar. It's Muammar. You're wrong too. It's Muammar Gaddafi.
Will, how do you say it?
I went to Google pronunciations. It's Muammar Gaddafi.
It's Momar.
No, it's not Momar. It's anyways.
I only know the Gaddafi
It's not
part.
Momar.
It's like a Sox fan.
No.
Saying it.
Yeah, a Sox fan maybe says it that way. But he was the former Libyan dictator who was killed by a head injury from a grenade explosion, or a gunshot to the head, or a gunshot to the stomach, or from being beaten to death, possibly with bayonets shoved up his butt while he was being taken prisoner, all on October 20th, 2011. So no matter what it was, a lot of conflicting reports, it was a tough day for him 10 years ago today.
Yeah, they call that the Khashoggi.
Yeah, they gave him the suitcase. They suitcase treatmented him on the 20th of October, 2011. Some honorable mentions. Let's move into it. Hashtag
Or
welcome.
did Khashoggi get the Gaddafi? When you think about it.
Good
Khashoggi
call.
got the Gaddafi.
It's a chicken or the egg situation when it comes to Middle East torture.
Yeah. Well, you could use either in the future if you're just absolutely torturing the bejesus out of someone. So, your
Tossing
choice. Your choice, torturer's choice.
Tossing a gold gun into
I believe
it.
it's
and you got
Khashoggi.
Khashoggi.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Another pronunciation issue. Who
You can
cares?
add a Hussein twist with a gold Uzi or something in there too.
Good. So honorable mentions today are hashtag WelcomeWes. That was trending on Tuesday for some stupid reason on Twitter, but we have a West, so we're hijacking that and hashtag WelcomeWes. Wes.
Thank you.
And that's all for that one. Also, another possible Brian Laundrie sighting was released. This one was from October 9th, and let's bring him up. So someone in Florida, in Dunellen, Florida, a tiny town about 3 hours north of the Laundrie's hometown of Northport, where his parents are, sent in this picture of a guy on a bike and said, "Hey, FBI, I'm pretty sure this is Brian Laundrie. It's just a guy on a bicycle."
This one is so like
See how grainy that
grainy.
is? Yeah.
It looks like Ted Kaczynski, man. It looks like if Ted Kaczynski
Here it
was
is.
Brian Laundrie.
This is the blown up one. So here's the
How
thing.
is this all they got?
Here's the thing. The FBI has such not a clue that they thanked the person for sending it in and flagged it and are going to follow up on it because it's one of their better leads of the week.
That's one of the best ones.
That's
Wow.
one of the best ones of the week. They
He's riding like a road bike on a dirt road.
It could be any guy.
they're sending FBI agents to the small town of Dunellen, Florida to find this guy.
I mean,
Yeah.
when Brian Enton said that Dog gave him the tip about the campground, I thought he was full of shit. But then now I'm realizing that he wasn't. And
No, he might be ahead of the FBI.
Yeah,
It just
Dog
might-
is
yeah.
ahead of the
He might
FBI.
be. And the worst part is everyone that looks like this in Florida has drugs on them. So like they're gonna pull over all these guys with they're gonna have like a bag, a little bit of cocaine on them, a little bit of weed. They're all gonna get busted because they look somewhat like Brian Laundrie. So
Terrible.
tough gig for white low-level drug dealers in Florida. But yeah, you guys are giving me shit about the guy from 7-Eleven with the severed head in his car. If I sent that photo to the FBI, they would pull over every white Tahoe in the state. They don't know any better.
Dude, it's like Son of Sam for like bald white guys in Florida. Toupee sales are shooting through the fucking roof right now.
Shit, Johnson, that could be a head, couldn't it? To be honest, sir, I don't know what a head looks like.
I think
That's how the conversation would go.
Do you think the FBI is going to start getting pranked more now that everybody
Yeah.
has seen the losing streak they're on?
Yeah.
I mean, they're like the team that always got beat by the Harlem Globetrotters at this point.
Yes, the
Like
senators or whatever.
The
Generals.
U.S. Generals.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
They're
Washington
getting the bucket of water, but confetti on them. They're like thinking they're wet. Oh,
Bro, they add points when you're not looking at the board too during those games.
oh
which
they do.
I mean, come on.
The
You're already
criminals
paying
are
these
just
guys
doing that to the
lose.
FBI right now.
What was
They're
the gag? There was some guy in a movie bet like his life savings on the Generals against. He was like the odds were too good.
You got to take action.
That's a good
That's the
gag.
worst practice squad in all of sports. Is being
Yeah.
on the Generals.
It is. All right, number 3. Let's move into the numbers. Today is number 3 is Alex Rodriguez got trolled pretty hard at work. So former Yankee Hall of Fame shortstop, third baseman, and mega celebrity Alex Rodriguez has been doing some baseball commentary, for Fox, as he has for a couple of years, I think, for the American League Championship Series this week, which is a matchup between the Houston Astros and the Yankees' bitter rivals, the Boston Red Sox. And some of those games are in Boston, and as you can imagine, the Red Sox fans do not like A-Rod at all. So they decided to really stick it to him where it hurts, his feelings.
Mama.
They talked about his ex-girlfriend and co-mega celebrity who famously went back to another mega celebrity and mega Red Sox fan, J-Lo and Ben Affleck, Bennifer, right? So Red Sox fans started chanting things like, while he was on set doing work, like J-Lo, Affleck. And then they started saying things like, she left you for Ben Affleck. And then
Black is awesome.
Did he lose it?
well, I don't know. I don't know. Well, but he's going. The jeering continued the entire time he was working. You got to assume he hopes the Sox don't win the series, so he doesn't have to go back to Boston for the World Series for another 3 weeks, so he doesn't get destroyed by this guy. Listen to this clip.
Hey, A-Rod! What's your favorite Ben Affleck movie? A-Rod! Ben Affleck's got J-Lo! How do you like them apples?
That's such a Red Sox thing to do, bro. It's not even about the game.
5 feet away from him.
Right.
You can hear the chants apparently on the telecast, like J-Lo. So he's just getting destroyed.
It's got to be hard to handle if you're A-Rod.
You think? Yeah,
I think he's
I would
fine.
turn down the assignment. I'd be
Oh,
like,
you think he's fine, Wes?
think
Did
he's
you
fine?
did you see the video he posted after J-Lo broke up with him? No, he's an emotional guy.
Yeah, he wasn't
not
happy
fun.
about getting.
He's
left
been through
by
this
Jim.
again before, hasn't he, with her?
He'll get over it. I mean, he's going to be getting over it with 10s and 11s, but
Yeah.
he definitely did what Pat said. He did like one of those cryy apologies afterwards, begging to get back with her, and it fell on deaf ears because she was in Batman's arms. And yeah,
Well, actually, he's not even Batman anymore.
No.
That's Robert Pattinson.
right. But he was Batman. She fell into a former Batman's arm.
You guys, who's the bad guy in that new movie?
I don't know, but Batman.
Paul
have spiked
Dano
penises.
is the Riddler. Paul Dano, the guy, everyone knows.
Dano.
him as Paul Dano, whatever. You didn't know he was in the movie, Pat. He's,
No. I do know how to pronounce his name.
okay.
Moma.
Noma. Moama. All right. Number 2 today is the Xbox mini fridge. The Xbox mini fridge is a new product, which is exactly what it's described to be. It's a mini fridge that looks like the new Xbox Series X console. So here's a picture of the mini fridge, right? Pre-ordered
Oh, man. That's
October
badass.
19th. That was yesterday. See, it opens up, and then inside is like a cooler. It's a fridge. Here's a picture of the Xbox X Series or whatever. And
Identical.
they're identical. When you turn it on, it also has the green lights. This picture doesn't have it, but they're identical. One, you can play Halo in 16K and perfect visuals, and it's a power machine. And one, you can put Coca-Colas in because you're a nerd.
When you have both together, you're the coolest virgin on the block.
Exactly.
This is like, look, I get it, right? Like, I bought the Netflix and chill ice cream flavor the other day. Like, I get brands licensing out into other territories, but this is the stupidest fucking thing of all time because, like, literally, okay, you're creating a decoy where someone's going to come in, try to get a beer out of your fucking console, right? And they're going to fuck your game up. That's what's going to happen. There's going to be some dad who's going to walk down and be like, hey,
Oh, it's a beer.
is that
beer
the
fridge.
mini fridge? I bet this button opens it, game over.
Well, even worse than that, Pat, is some blackout drunk dads are going to break the machine because they're not going to understand hammered why it's not opening, and they're going to pick it up and flip it around and try to find the beers in it.
Right.
So it won't even break the game; it'll break the system eventually.
You need a
I thought this was a
cryptocurrency.
fridge. It's
Yeah.
a 12-pack.
Give me a hammer. I'm gonna get inside it.
I bought this for him. It's actually a fridge.
It's a
I
fridge.
thought you couldn't be a bigger loser, and I was wrong.
Yeah, a lot of that. A lot of Mountain
Pissing
Dews.
on the broken machine. And
Mountain Dew is
that.
probably going to be the number one beverage in those things. So it actually came about from an internet meme and a promise that Xbox made that if they won this Twitter marketing Twitter marketing did a bracket, best of tweets, brand brackets this April, and there's like Pizza Hut and all sorts of different brands in here. And Xbox said if we win it, we will design this mini fridge that started getting brought up around the time of this thing too. And lo and behold, they beat Skittles in the final. So then Xbox tweeted out, we are going to make the mini fridge as we promised since we won, and we're going to send the first one full of Xbox games instead of beverages, send it right to Skittles headquarters as a congratulations, we beat you. Here's an Xbox fridge. Cool. But here's the problem. Here's the worst part of this whole stupid thing. As Pat pointed out, it's very stupid. The thing went on sale Tuesday, October 19th, and it sold out within 15 minutes. And now no one can get an Xbox console or an Xbox mini fridge anywhere. So it's like, congratulations, here's another reminder that you can't get anything cool for the holidays this year. You have to like literally become a truck driver if you want anything other people want until like 2 years from now.
Right. So supply chain just killed it immediately.
Oh,
it was
man.
gone within the minutes. And you
Oh,
can't get the Xbox.
they're on eBay.
You
They're
can't
on
get the
eBay
real
already.
Xbox. Yeah.
No, you know what's on eBay, Wes? An inkjet printout picture of that Xbox fridge. But
Right.
I'm gonna make a prediction. This year, I guarantee, but put it on the record now, there will be multiple attempted break-ins to cargo container ships in the ports of Los Angeles and Long Beach by parents or nerds that want access to shit for Christmas.
Think about truck drivers might get hijacked on the road.
But they got to get once it's on the truck, right?
Yeah.
It's coming to your house, dude. They're locked up in fucking customs.
I saw a guy.
They're gonna go scuba diving and go up
Big
on the
time.
boat.
I saw a guy who was driving a shipping container on a truck on the road earlier today, and I was just thinking to myself, like, man, that guy's got the world in his hands. Like,
Yeah.
he's the only one. He's got, you know.
Did you see a listener submitted a video he made and sent to us in the Instagram DMs? I think he was in Huntington Beach, and it just showed the coastline. He goes, it's been like this for quite some time, and it was just all sorts of ships out at sea not moving, like container ships. So he
Remember
sent
that,
us firsthand.
Fucking crazy.
This would be a great year to bring back that show, Bait Truck. Remember that shit where they just left like a truck and they just
Bait
had
car.
it open. There was there was like TVs in the back of it.
Right. Bait truck with like one Xbox mini fridge. It would get
It's like
jacked
entrapment
so
though, man,
fast.
because it's like
It's terrible.
Like, the windows like down. There's like expensive shit inside the car.
Bait car
it's such a entrapment.
bucks though, and it's free on
Yeah.
YouTube. You can watch
It's a
all the
great
bait
show.
car you want, bro.
It's
No, but
fun.
Bait Truck is where they leave a tractor, a 18-wheeler.
I wasn't aware of
Oh.
Bait truck.
Yeah,
Wasn't
yeah,
aware
yeah.
of Bait truck.
Bang Bus is like the bait car, and Bait Bus is like the bait truck.
Exactly.
You might want
But
to Google
you
bait
put a
bus.
shipping container on that truck.
Don't
And
get
now
you talk about
They
bait bus
do.
all the time. It's a guy blindfolded that is getting his dick sucked by another guy. He thinks it's a chick.
He has no idea.
Because they show him a hot chick and they're like, now for some reason, even though you've seen her, after seeing her, put your blindfold on.
Isn't that
Nothing
the
fish,
reason David
nothing
Dobrik-
fishy is gonna happen. And then
She
they
gets nervous, you know.
Yeah, she gets nervous looking in your eyes.
David Dobrik got canceled for that. You got
Oh yes,
Gotta
he did.
watch
He
out.
did like a bait bussy type thing.
He bait
Gotta
busted
cover
someone
that.
in real life
Yeah,
he
I
bait
think so.
bust his best friend.
Yeah.
Right?
with a dude.
Was no longer
It
his
was like
friend after
his
that.
manager. I don't know if they were best friends. It was
Wait,
yeah, he bait bust some dude.
because the guys in bait bus, they're in on it. They're
Right.
acting.
No, this guy wasn't in
No,
on
this
it.
guy
He
wasn't
tried
in
to
on
sue Dobrik, and he
Oh, he
Dobrik.
Rolando Negrid himself.
yeah. He admitted it.
Um,
He outed himself. All right. Well, yeah. So you get your pre-order your PlayStation 6s now that come out in 10 years because the PS5 has been sold out for 12 months straight. You can't get it. It's in and out. So, anyways, next one would be. It would have to be
The cream of the crop!
nice.
the cream of the crop. And the number one in today's cup of coffee is a plane crash where everyone survived.
Oh,
That's awesome.
it's
Pretty
rare.
good.
right?
Yeah, I would say so. On Tuesday, a passenger jet with 21 people aboard, 18 passengers and 3 crew members crashed while attempting to take off from Houston Airport. That's the key. It didn't really get off the ground. It was going fast on the runway, but then it went. Yeah, so they got lucky. The twin-engine MD-87 spun out and then rolled through a fence at high speeds and then just erupted into flames in a field at Houston Executive Airport in Brookshire. And miraculously, everyone got off before this happened to the plane. It got bad, as you can see. The plane was
gone.
completely destroyed, decimated. It's gone. So it caught fire and blew up, but everyone got off. Only one person is claiming injuries. Probably when they saw the plane erupt in flames, all of a sudden they said, my back hurts, because they were realizing how big this news was going to be, and they could picture a backpack full of cash strapped on their back. And he's like, anyone else's back hurt? None of you? None of you guys' back hurts? Do you see the fucking plane?
He's like,
You
idiots.
You idiots.
Was it a major airline or was it like a private jet?
No, it was only 21 people on the. It was a
It was PJ. They were flying to the game, right?
Yeah, it was like a jet.
But I'll tell you what. I mean, like, what a
There's the
juxtaposition, because every single person on that plane posted their "I'm on a private plane" Instagram post, followed by "I'm not on a private plane.
News.
I'm in a field in the middle
They
of
were
Houston."
almost like DJ AM, rest in peace, and
Right.
Travis Barker.
They're all getting texts like, "Is that your plane?"
Yeah.
It's
yeah, it was. That's my private one. That's the private plane I was on.
That
So.
plane gone.
Ballin'.
I guess the people in the exit rows weren't fucking around that day, huh?
My dad's
Anyways.
gonna kill me.
Yeah, yeah. Some guy like dropped his bong. Anyways, great story. Great that everyone survived. But I want to end today's cup of coffee with the top 10 list, and don't scroll down. Don't look. Right.
Okay.
Shout out Letterman and whoever he jacked that from, because there's no way that was original. This one's
Top
gonna be
10s.
yeah.
Man, that's
Probably-
probably like the Romans or something.
Yeah, this is going to be top 10 things you don't want to hear a passenger say to you on a plane. All right, you ready?
All right.
Mhm.
Number 10. Can I borrow a lighter? Mine's not working. Number
Shoe
9.
bomber.
Hey, shoe bomber, shout out. Number 9. Our pilot's an animal. He outdrank our entire bachelor party last night. Yeah. Yeah. Look at him go. Number 8. This is the same model of plane as that Malaysian one they never found. Hey.
And that's common too, because
Yeah.
that's like most of the planes in the sky.
Where is it? Where the hell is it? Number 7. I had 3 helpings of the best bean chili last night. Got me farting.
Yeah.
Number 6. If I scream while I'm asleep, don't wake me up or it will get worse. Couple night terrors.
Yeah.
Number 5. All right, this one's a little iffy. Number 5. Is that guy who just stood up screaming Allahu Akbar, or they should allow you to pack more? They should.
God, it's good. Man.
Both apply.
God, it's good.
Number 4 is I know this cough and sneeze sounds bad, but I don't think it's COVID. You get that a lot these days.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3 is, does it sound like a little air is making it through this window? Number 2, this acid's going to kick in right at altitude. And the number 1 thing you don't want to hear another passenger say on the plane is, oh, look, 2 female pilots. Neat.
What?
You don't want to fly on those skies.
All right.
the bumpy skies.
I ran most of those by my wife, but I left that last
Number
one.
one, you didn't.
Not in tell her number 1.
Fantastic.
All right.
Neat.
There you go.
That's a good one with the COVID. I'm supposed to get on a plane soon, and I'm just like
You reminded me
snotting
before the
all
show.
over myself. Yeah, that's not going to be
Number 4 was gonna be, can you hand me that barf bag quick? But then I switched it to COVID because I was thinking about you and the sniffles.
The Packmore one was the best one, Mark.
Yeah, the pack one. Yeah.
was great.
Well,
You know-
Letterman has a team of writers, and I did that all by
No,
myself.
all
in 20
good.
minutes.
They were
so, you know,
great.
Yeah.
They were
Also,
my favorite.
They're fantastic. Also, another one when somebody. They don't even have to say anything. They just pop open their entire meal that they were waiting to
Yes.
sit in
Oh,
their seat to
yeah.
eat. You know,
Yes.
like what? Why is that where you want to eat?
More
Why?
importantly,
the smallest seat.
Like it's always like nuts and granola and bullshit.
no,
like
it's
a
always
bag.
fish, man.
Yeah,
That's
fish,
my point.
yeah.
Why the fuck they serving
smells.
to-go seafood
It's
at the
something
airport,
smelling.
man?
And then there's like lots of little pieces that could fall off like onto your seat next to.
Right. Yeah. Send in the comments any other things you wouldn't want to hear on a plane. All right. So let's move on though. That was the coffee today. So, did you ever read the fine print that's brought to you by ExpressVPN, by the way? Spoiler alert. Did you ever read the fine print that appears when you start browsing in incognito mode, it says that your activity might still be visible to your employer, your school, or your internet service provider, basically to everyone. How can they even call it incognito mode? They should just call it mode, right? You know what I'm talking about? To really stop people from seeing the sites you visit, you need to do what I do and what we do here now on Hard Factor, thanks to ExpressVPN, and use ExpressVPN.
Yes.
Think about all the times you've used Wi-Fi at a coffee shop, a hotel, or even at your parents' house without ExpressVPN. Guess what? Every site you visit can be logged and viewed by the admin of that network, aka my dad. And then now my dad can see all the porn I'm watching when I'm over at his house, and my parents' house. You know, Mom, Dad, sorry, I was fake being asleep and
Yeah.
I was quietly jerking off.
Your dad has to pay for those pics.
Yeah,
Really tired.
you are the
today.
admin. Yeah, I should just hit the sack.
You know the deal, Dad.
Long plane ride.
Long plane ride. You still have tissues in the room? Or anyway, what's more, your home internet provider can also see and record your browsing data. Great. And in the US, they're legally allowed to sell the data to advertisers, and then they, know what you like and trick you, and then you spend all your money on these things you don't want to buy, right? ExpressVPN is an app that encrypts all of your network data and reroutes it through a network of secure servers so that your private online activity stays just that, private. ExpressVPN works on all your devices and is super easy to use. The app literally just has one button. You tap it, connect, and you're good. Browsing activity is secure. No prying eyes. So stop letting strangers invade your online privacy. Protect yourself at expressvpn.com/hardfactor. Use our link at expressvpn.com/hardfactor to get 3 extra months free. That's a lot of extra months free, 3 of them. That's expressvpn.com/hardfactor to learn more.
Such a great tool. An easy way to up your security profile.
One
All right.
button.
One button, each device, you're covered. All right, fellas, I was scrolling this morning and came across something that opened my eyes in a profound way. And before I start this story, I want to see a show of hands. How many of you guys are right-handed?
I'll
In
raise my right hand.
I'd like to see it. Okay, that, for those who can't see the
not a
response,
freak,
that's all
Will.
3.
Yeah.
It's all 3 besides me. All 3 besides me, right-handed. Yeah. Freak? Was that what you said, Wes? Freak?
Yeah. Dude,
Yeah,
you,
I'm
couldn't,
a
you
freak.
couldn't hear it because you're too stupid because you're left-handed.
There you
Yeah.
go. Freak is stupid.
Because God didn't mess up, Will.
God didn't mess up. That's about right.
Not with me.
That's what the righties would say, all right? Well, this is what I saw, fellas. Old Row released on Instagram this photograph from the University of North Carolina. And it's a right-hand privilege presentation.
Oh, yeah.
This is a
Hell
recent
yeah.
training being put on for Greek students this semester at UNC Chapel Hill. It's covering the dangers of right supremacy. That's right, fellas. Right
Come on.
supremacy. You see, the world was designed for right-handers, and it's created an issue. It's created an epidemic. As a lefty, I was intrigued naturally. So I looked into it.
Did you see the fist they put up at the bottom? It's even
right-handed fist.
No, I think it's left hand. Is it right or left? I think the thumb is going in, so I think it's left-handed. I think they did it correctly.
No,
That's left-handed. Isn't the thumb going underneath?
I can't really see. I think that's a right-handed fist.
Okay.
I think it's like
It's a mirror thing.
I think
Okay.
you're right.
Nice
I
work
think-
distracting him.
I
Yeah.
think that's
That's
actually
all you have to do to a lefty.
that's a right power, Mark. That's a right power fist.
Okay.
You're probably familiar with it. The one you do at home.
Right.
In the
To
mirror.
the cats. Me and the cats all day. They throw up a paw.
Every Monday night at our meeting.
So, as a lefty, fellas, I was intrigued by this story. Looked into it, found out that you right-handed bastards have been screwing me my entire life, as far back to my left-handed ancestors, the caveman days, 500,000 years ago. You see, gentlemen,
Wow.
right supremacy is the fact that for as long as we can tell, 90% of the world's population has been right-handed, meaning that
Whoa.
the 10% of us left-handers out there go through life completely abused by the supermajority of righties and their right is right mentality. It's been happening for so long that right means correct in several different languages. Like the direction right as the right hand.
What are you
means
going to
correct.
do about it,
And
lefty?
left-
Across so many different languages.
And left means this person is no longer here.
yeah.
This guy's a little.
Left
He
usually
left
The way
it.
we want it.
Yep. Left usually means crazy or evil or bad or
Sometimes gay is left-handed.
Yep. All those. Look at this. Exhibit A of the right is right mentality. This is the right supremacy. Exhibit A.
Oh,
What's
yes.
that? What do you see there?
That's a desk I can use.
That's a school desk, gentlemen. You
Perfect
see how
desk.
school desk, as you might see in high school. You see how the extended half of the desk is on the right side of the platform. Imagine, if you will, only having to use the small space to the left to rest your hand while you're doing a test.
Man, that would be so weird.
On top of that, imagine that it makes you sweat and have obvious swamp ass on the hard plastic chair.
Is that what it is?
Finally,
Because he can't. I don't know where my hands go. That's why he's sweating.
look, you have to get in a weird position to get your hand on the desk. Finally, imagine
Looks like you're cheating. Will, stop cheating on everyone's test.
imagine as you fill in the answers with your number 2 pencil as a lefty, the graphite from the test paper of the bubbles you've already filled in is rubbing all over the side of your palm. You get up, you turn in your test in the teacher's basket, revealing your swamp ass to the entire class. You turn around and you have the silver graphite hand being laughed at by everybody in the front row. You try to wipe the silver graphite hand on your brand new white shirt. That shirt is ruined.
Hey,
The
check
next
out
thing you know-
T1000.
Yeah.
The mark of a moron.
You're running, you're crying, you're out of the class, you're back to your seat. Imagine that. It's a tragic reality for most lefties out there. Okay, that's Exhibit A.
That's tough.
What's
They're
B?
They're bullying you. The system's bullying you from the start. You don't even need kid bullies. The system's bullying you.
Yeah,
Yeah, what about scissors, Will?
we haven't even got the scissors, but before we do, Exhibit B. Imagine you're a communist in communist China, and the only salute they do is balling up the right fist in a show of strength. Sees G and his boys right there.
9 out
A
of 10 of them.
constant. Yeah, no, all of them. That's everybody.
Because they shoot
Right
the other
hand.
guy.
What? Yeah. Besides,
They
the dead
just
guy.
shoot. They immediately go, put up your strong hand, and they just shoot the one.
If you put up the left, you're gone.
Dead in China.
It's a constant reminder of being less than, even in a communist country. You're less than as a lefty, even in a communist country. Do you think that the Flanders leftorium from The Simpsons was a joke?
Yes.
No! Ned and the rest of Springfield needed the shop because nobody makes left-handed anything. All right? Scissors, like you said, Pat. Springfield even upgraded to the Southpaw Supercenter eventually, just because they needed that many left-handed products. Just sad that we can't see that in reality, in real life. No. But in real life, we do see not just the trainings at UNC Chapel Hill, they're concerned with this trend, but also other trusted publications as well. The Georgia State Signal. They say, right-handed, ? Check your privilege. Whoa.
Look at
Powerful.
those elbows knocking into each other though, because of the stupid left-handed person.
Well, it could be because of the right-handed person as well, Mark.
Yeah, you're right.
Think
It's
about-
the
ever think about
90%'s in
that?
the wrong there. Yeah.
It's a romantic situation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Or how about this blogger on Medium who writes, how being a lefty taught me what I don't know about racism.
Okay.
Think about that. And finally, from The Atlantic,
Hold on,
the
real quick.
literary juggernaut.
Medium is a publication that anyone can publish to.
You have to pay
It's like
after
Wikipedia.
after 5 articles. You have to pay for
not
that.
even like Wikipedia. There's no oversight.
That's like Reddit.
Yeah, it's more
It's basically like Reddit. Now, The Atlantic, a real literary juggernaut, they confirm that right-hand bias is everywhere. The realities of right-hand bias are all around you. Just look at your closest pair of scissors, Pat, right? Those are pretty deeply handed, huh?
You
Pretty
know,
hard to cut with those.
also,
as a
Will,
lefty.
you brought up communist China, but really anywhere in the world of Islam, if you try to shake with your dominant hand, you might get Allah Akbar'd.
Really? They're not big fans of the lefties?
Oh, that's because that's the butt wiping hand, brother.
That makes
Well,
sense.
Think about even just door handles and the way you walk.
They're on the right.
You open the door on the right. You'd have to go across your body to open a door. Then you have to back all the way out.
So what I'm saying is
Opposite
now
on the other side, opening.
Is it? No, I think it's always in the favor of the right-handed person
No,
walking.
it's
walking.
not.
Opening.
If you're opening it
you're
from one
opening
side
it,
or the other, it's the opposite.
Oh, but West, the hinge is on the right, so when you're opening, it still is easier with the right hand.
If you
Okay.
pull,
Always
if
easier
you're
with the
pulling
right
it
hand.
towards you,
Always
it's better
easier.
for a righty.
Okay.
Look, okay, this is you guys are just illustrating
Right,
my
it's just
point.
better.
Now that you see the plight of lefties, should you please agree with me to take some right supremacy awareness trainings, and we can take the right steps together to make sure that Hard Factor is an organization. It's a true ally to the Southpaw community. I
Sure.
mean, you see our
Put it on the
plight,
company
right?
card. I'm in.
Yeah.
It's the only solution I see is
Yeah.
trainings, sensitivity trainings.
Are we allowed to laugh? We get kicked out if we laugh in these classes.
You can't
Hold on.
laugh. This is serious,
Okay.
guys.
I think I speak for the other two partners here,
Mhm.
my right-handed brethren.
Uh-huh.
We'll do that, Will, gladly. But first, one condition.
Mm,
I'm going to need you to admit which hand you jerk off with.
left. Lefties are more likely to have allergies, be alcoholics, die earlier.
off with your left hand.
Oh, I do. The stranger would be the right, and a lot of other terrible things due to all of this
Stranger.
right-handed oppression that we've just gone over.
You finger blast with your left.
Oh, I'm ambidextrous that way. But also,
Whatever's better for her.
5 of the last 9 U.S. presidents have been left-handed.
Reaching across his
Really?
body.
So maybe we're not actually oppressed after all, because we're fucking, of course we're not. This is the most ridiculous study that's ever existed.
That's amazing. That's the thing. That's amazing.
Fantastic.
Both my parents are left-handed, although they get in a fight because I think one of them says they're ambidextrous or not true lefties, and my wife's left-handed. I'm surrounding myself with left-handed people to feel better about myself. Yeah.
No, and I was looking up more of this. Like, the more you look into it, the more it's weird, because like literally since the beginning of time that they know, only 10% of people are left-handed.
I don't even notice it at all, except for dinner on elbows at dinner.
Even
That's the
identical twins can be, one can be a lefty, one can be a righty, and there's
Interesting.
basically no difference just besides the handedness.
How do you
So
shoot a basketball, right-handed or left-handed?
I shoot a basketball right-handed.
And one of our fans DM'd us and said something, because I was saying, like, well, at least if you're a pitcher, it makes you, more likely to make it to the league.
Any
In
sport.
sports,
Any
it
sport.
gives you an advantage.
Basketball, if you drive, because people's brain are 90% to defend this way. If some guy's strongly going the other way, you're like, oh, he's taking it to his weak side, but he's actually just dominating on that side. Soccer, left-footed people, very challenging to defend because your brain is not
Right.
thinking this moron's going to go left. It's just,
And
it's really advantageous in sports.
It's exactly what Mark's saying. There's enough like small advantages where it's kept at like 90-10 forever.
Yeah.
Like so where like even like it's like it's because of the way humans are that it's 90% right-handed, 10%. It's just been that way forever. It's never going to change. There's no oppression to it. It's
Have
like
you thought about
just have
not
to, like,
procreating? Did anyone ever talk to you about that?
No, I didn't. It's a good
Doc, what about the hands?
I don't know if you should.
I don't
son.
know. I can't bring somebody into this right-handed world.
It's like a blood disease or something.
That's the stupidest study ever. Get out of
Like,
here.
yeah, it's crazy, and there's like it gets made fun of, but there's still people that are like they look into it.
Why
I
don't
think
they-
there's
Why don't
something
they pick
interesting about it, but there's
Okay,
also
why don't they pick something real like big boob bias, big boob privilege?
Yeah.
Large-breasted women have a privilege over
the
small
fact that
breasted
they're
women. Probably,
studying
right?
this opens
Yes.
the door for those kinds of studies, right?
Come on.
Yeah.
It's
Something with some legs to it, like the boob thing.
Right. I don't think anybody should ever try to equate that to any type of.
Let's
real
see how many
bias.
tickets big boob women get. None.
Mark and Pat, I don't know about you guys, but going back to the masturbation, I actually started with my left hand for some odd
Really?
reason. Yeah,
Oh, and you switched to your.
and I switched it.
He's that dedicated.
He likes to make it. He likes to make it challenging. If I can do it,
early mornings.
I had no idea what I was doing.
if I can do it with this hand, I can do it with any hand.
Yeah.
It's like swinging a baseball bat
I
with a donut
first
on
must master the left.
Yeah. It's all downhill from here.
I don't know
it.
why.
You train. It's like it's masturbation sensei.
I don't know why. Maybe it was like that much further away from like the door or something. I don't know.
Right. It probably was like just the way you were
You
sitting.
didn't want your parents to catch you with your strong hand.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
mom. See, my
This
right
thing's gonna
hand's
get-
up here.
This thing's gonna get way too big.
You had to switch it up.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
All right. Let's move it on. Got some business. Guys, coffee is a savior in the morning, right? It's a ritual. No morning is complete without a cup of coffee. And brewing your daily cup at home just hits different. And Beanbox elevates your coffee ritual even further with a curated selection of world-class coffees delivered right to your door. Beanbox has changed the way I drink coffee. I'm a big medium roast guy, so I think the Canaan Estate coffee is hitting the spot. It's like Christmas opening out that box. And guess what? No lines, no tipping baristas for pouring your coffee, no temptations with pastries. You enjoy an endless variety of exclusive specialty coffees from award-winning roasters curated by Beanbox's own world-class coffee experts. Like I said, like the sommeliers of coffee. No other subscription coffee service offers the same incredible variety and quality, always roasted and delivered at peak flavor. Their tasting box offers a rotating flight of whole bean or freshly ground artisan coffees, roasted to order and shipped right to your door. Monthly, no long-term commitments. So you can pause, skip, or cancel anytime. It's an amazing gift for your coffee lover in your life. Take a guided tour through some of the best coffees in the world with Beanbox. Order today at beanbox.com/hardfactor and get your first tasting box for just $5 with promo code hardfactor. I mean, this is one of the better deals that we have, honestly. $5 for a tasting box. Comes with 4 different coffees. I mean,
a ton of coffee in there.
Yeah, it's amazing. That's your first monthly tasting box for just $5 when you use promo code hardfactor at beanbox.com/hardfactor.
I'm almost through all of it. You know, they're all delicious. I did the dark roast today.
Mhm.
You know what I've been doing is I got like a $15 or $20 French press from Amazon, and I've been fresh pressing them because we got the fresh ground ones. So just been doing the fresh press.
They're
Delicious.
good. They really are.
Sounds like some
French
delightful
press.
coffee.
If you're a coffee person, try them out. All right, guys, guess what?
It's time for the TikTok International Moment.
Nice.
That's right. Today we're going to the United Arab Emirates, or UAE, for those in the know. Then over to I changed this up and I didn't change my writing, to the UK, and then we're going to Israel. First, we have discussed deepfakes in this podcast extensively. The technology is getting better and better. Anthony Bourdain's documentary used it to have Anthony come back from the dead to read a letter he wrote to one of his friends.
To say what the producer wanted him to say if
right,
he was alive.
right.
Yeah.
To say anything, really. Yeah.
To stir
Anything.
up the fucking internet and get, yeah, that was huge.
Yeah, it was huge. It's controversial. It's insane. It's ripe for criminals and terrorists to take advantage of. Check out this video created by Jordan Peele back in 2018. This video is 3 years old. Just imagine how good these things are going to get in the near future.
Okay, but hang on.
He's got some interesting points. He's too confident in his Obama impersonation, though.
Right.
That's what I'm saying is if you watch the Key and Peele show, he did Obama for years. That's just his impersonation of Obama. The audio isn't doctored by a computer.
Right.
That's just he's an excellent. So like, do you have to be good at impersonating?
Hold
people?
on.
No, you don't.
So it's funny you say that because they used Key and Peele, right, in a demonstration for what Adobe had been working on back in 2018, which is the voice emulator, right? So like that was obviously not the voice emulator, and Adobe
That
is
was just
not
him, I think.
That
right.
was him. That
But,
was just
but
impersonation.
the voice emulator is what they used in the Bourdain situation.
Right. That's
That's-
what I'm saying. He
that's
didn't use.
here.
So that was more of a graphic emulator than the voice emulator. You need to do that back then. You needed a Jordan Peele who was excellent at impersonating someone for it to
Right,
work.
but it would fool
Still
a lot of
even
people
then,
in
it wouldn't-
2018.
Still even then, it wouldn't.
Yeah, it was great. He does a
Not-
great Obama. I mean,
not
Pretty
necessarily
good, but
true,
you
Mark.
could tell it was not
They-
real.
They did
Correct.
have the voice emulator, then it was just the computing power was insane.
Yeah. So I mean, but it's here. In the next 2, 3, 5 years, you're not gonna be able to tell what's real and what's not. So now we are learning that one group of criminals did just that. They took advantage of this technology and they conned a bank in the UAE out of $35 million. So court documents recently uncovered by Forbes revealed that fraudsters use a deep fake voice of a company executive to fool a bank manager to transfer the millions to their bank accounts in early 2020. So how they did it is the supposed executive called up the bank, said his company was about to make an acquisition, needed the money to do so as soon as possible. The bank manager recognized the executive's voice, which of course was doctored using deepfake technology, and having
That's
worked
not
with him
good
before.
enough.
Yeah, so believing everything was on the up and up, he authorized the transfer straight into the accounts of the criminals.
What
And
a
yeah,
scam.
35 million.
35 million.
Man,
that other employee's a moron.
I
so
agree. But
obviously, if you have the tech, right? But like even when we started this show, I went through the process of doing this with Macho Man Randy Savage from the 2 places you could do it. But you need a huge, huge amount of source material, right?
Mhm.
So like if someone's given like a TED talk, right? Because you
Right.
need, at least when I was trying to do it in 2018, you needed like the quick brown fox jumps over the, you need like pages on pages of dialogue for the machine to learn and recognize the voice.
Like
Well,
anyone
these were
could deep
employ-
fake us using our
But-
podcast.
Right.
Easily. It would take a
the-
lot of time, but they could
Right.
do it.
These people were employees, Pat, so they were probably recording their boss. Like they worked at this place. Then they probably were, right, Wes? You said they were.
They have no
employees?
idea who they are, so they're asking the
Oh.
U.S.
But definitely,
It could. It had, someone
definitely hacked
recorded
his
this
phone
dude's
or
voice.
something.
Yeah,
They had a lot of tape on this. Over the
Yeah.
years.
Yeah. So they think that, like I said, they're asking the U.S. because 400,000 of it went to U.S. based accounts. They think it involves at least 17 individuals, bank accounts across the globe. I mean, this is it's kind of a cool, like, to think about these guys getting together and hatching this scheme.
Cutting
Ocean's
edge.
11.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Oh, bro, and taking one off the fucking oil-rich UAE.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The only country I'd want to see get hit above them is like China.
Although with
Right.
gas prices right now, I mean, like, come on.
Yeah. Yeah. So pretty crazy. I mean, it's only going to get worse.
Give us some more gas, bro.
Yeah.
I don't care,
Yes.
Maybe you guys should send some more oil over there to the U.S.
Yeah, can we like
Deepfake.
they should like agree the hackers should give it back if they give us all the gas.
Right.
Can I just deep fake the Valero across the street to lower the price? This is the CEO of Valero. Change the 3 to a 1.
Exactly. All right, let's get to some more fun topics. Topics like treasure. Yes, treasure. And boy, do we have a big dummy on our hands with this one. An Israeli diver by the name of Shlomi Katzin, which I believe means village dummy in Hebrew. And Shlomi was
Shlomi.
diving. Yeah, Shlomi was diving off the coast of Haifa, Israel, which is right there. It's in the Mediterranean Sea, close to Cyprus. And he found something in the sea that caught his eye. And what he saw was this. And you can kind of make it out. That is a fucking 900, 1 in a billion fine, 900-year-old sword from the
Whoa.
fucking Crusades, which were a series of religious wars initiated, supported, and sometimes directed by the Latin Church in the medieval period. Best known of these Crusades is the Holy Land. Goes to the Holy Land in the period between 1095 and 1291. They were
And this is
intended to
that.
recover Jerusalem and its surrounding area from Islamic rule. Yeah, so this is that. This is the main, the big one.
This is a sword from the big crusade, the main
Yep.
crusade.
The big
Quest
Crusades.
for the Holy Grail.
Right. So this is what it might look like, what uncovered. That's like a crusade sword made of iron and wood. But yeah, so this dumbass swam down there. He picked up this lottery ticket. Apparently he freaked out, got scared, classic Shlomi from what I hear, and called the government, who gave him not a giant check, but rather a certificate of appreciation for his find and for being a good citizen.
He should be-
Oh
Should
no!
rename him to Shlomiel.
Yeah. I'm just going to play this this video. It's no sound. There's the sword. You can kind of see better. It's covered in like shells and coral and obviously. So
Yeah, well, 900 years in the ocean is going to do that.
yeah, it's fucking crazy. So I couldn't find actually how much something like this was worth, but I did find one sold at an auction in 2012, I think, for like $200,000. And
Well, this
Jake,
would be way more than that. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, this is fucking cool. And Jacob Sharvit, who's the director of marine archaeology at the Israeli Antiquities Authority, said he could not put a value on it because it's priceless.
Yeah.
So good job, Shlomi. You did it again.
How does Shlomi explain that to his wife?
Poor
He's
Shlomi.
not.
We're entering an era.
Yeah, he's not married. He's
Yeah.
definitely not married.
No.
Poor
Not
Shlomi.
with decisions like that.
No.
The guy from the government who gave him the certificates, the guy who stole his sweetheart back in the day.
Right.
All Shlomi had to do. All Shlomi had to do was just like put it on eBay.
Right.
He would have got like
So much money.
so much money.
Hundreds of grands. Yeah, because it's a big story too. So they're
Oh,
gonna clean it up.
Shlomi.
They're gonna put it on display in the museum, and now Shlomi can go look at it every time he wants to feel like an idiot. So finally, let's go to the UK, where I want you guys to meet CEO Roger Wade. There he is, and the puppy named Bailey, who was purchased by one of Roger's employees. And this puppy has sparked a huge debate on LinkedIn when Bailey's owner, according to Roger, came to him and asked for paid time off, something Roger is calling PAWternity leave. to take care of the new puppy. You guys heard of this shit? PAWternity leave?
No.
No.
Yeah, so it's not paternity leave like you get when you have a baby, but
No, we get it.
PAWternity leave. Yeah. He coined a new term
Because it's a dog.
because it's a dog. You got it because they got paws.
What
Yep.
about a cat? Can you get paternity leave for a
You
cat?
can
They have paws.
absolutely. Yeah, you can get it.
What about a
Pretty-
horse? Is that a hoof-ternity?
Hoof turning? Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. So
What
he
about
took
a
the.
new sex doll.
Yeah, I don't know. Break her in, right? I don't know. So he took the.
Paternity.
It's called a breaking in period.
Yeah,
It's
he
it's
took-
called oil on the mitt.
Can I get an oil the mitt leave?
So he.
Run it over with a stick of baseball and it run it over.
I'm
with
just
the
gonna
car
rubber.
tire.
I'm just gonna rubber band me to around myself overnight. I'm just gonna get a couple body rubber bands here.
I'm gonna need a few more days. She ain't ready yet.
No, we're gonna go to sleep like this tonight.
God, boss, I've been pounding her and pounding her and pounding her. She's just not right
I
yet.
think she's about to be the right mold soon.
Look, boss, I can't say when, but I can tell you this: I'll know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Almost got all the hooks in all the ceilings.
Take as much time as you need.
So
got the straps set up just right.
did you guys see that? The one there's like a documentary about it. These guys that own these sex dolls, and one had a hook in every room so he could hang the sex doll. He had one in the shower.
She goes everywhere with me.
Yeah, it's fucking disgusting. So to each their own, whatever. So he took the question to LinkedIn and posted a poll asking people if the employees should get this PAWternity leave, and the results are staggering. Thankfully, 61% of people have not completely lost their minds and said hell no. If you do the math, that leaves 39% of people saying yes, PAWternity leave should be a thing. Of course, this sparked a lot
I
of people.
wonder how many of those 39% are pet owners. 100?
Yeah,
Oh, 100%.
pet
100%?
parents.
Yeah, they're like, I'm
And
gonna adopt a dog.
Yeah. 100% of those 39 call their pets their babies for sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
oh yeah.
you could ask an anti-Semite if he thinks that he should get off for Rosh Hashanah, and he's gonna be like, "Yeah, totally, man. Gotta celebrate."
Right.
Right.
Yeah,
But you have to get the pet to get off. So these are definitely pet owners or aspiring pet owners.
Yes, this
Yeah.
ain't for everyone. So, it was met with a lot of comments like this one. The world is officially gone mad. 39% of people actually think it's okay to have time off for having a dog. This is an underlying issue of society. The fact that people feel entitled to everything. It's not your employer's issue or your responsibility if you feel that burning desire to get a dog. Change your circumstances to allow it. And then you have people like this. I don't normally put comments on these types of things, but I feel really disappointed. But I feel really disappointed to be reading all of this. As someone with no children, I got a new puppy 2 years ago and took a week's holiday to introduce and settle my new fur ball into our home. And my employer at the time gladly granted this. Another said, I guess I'm going to start adopting dogs every 6 months.
Yeah, a week holiday though, was that not part of her? Like you can take holidays, but they're like paid
Right.
time.
She
Yeah.
didn't clarify if she used
I
her.
think she's saying she got PAWternity
She's saying
leave.
she got
She sounds like she's from
saying.
Europe.
But
She's
this is-
calling it holiday.
Yes.
This is happening though, because in the end, Wade compromised with the employee, let him work from home for several weeks, and statistics are proving that millennials more and more are opting for pets over children, and PAWternity leave is actually becoming a thing here in America, with several progressive and hip businesses, allowing this to happen. So, let's take a poll right now: yes or no on PAWternity leave.
No.
I mean, no, I already have 5 cats. I'm not getting any more, so no.
Yeah, you better be on the fucking meeting. You better be on the Zoom call.
Right.
I'm sorry.
That's 4 no's. Okay.
No.
I mean, if there was something more to getting a pet, then I get that, you have to clean up its poop and pee a lot, but
Yeah, but it's also a pet. It's pretty easy to contain it. It's not gonna die if you don't watch it.
Crate for it. Yeah,
Right. You also can't accidentally, knock up a pet. You can't accidentally be like, "Oh, I made boss. My wife is having a dog."
Right. I used up all my vacation time, but
And she's very.
You made
attached
the
to it.
decision to get the dog.
yeah. You wanted some time off.
Yeah.
Yeah. So pretty crazy though.
That's pretty chill, guys. I bet those people who are PAWternity leave are maybe partaking in the products of our partner for this show, Caliper CBD.
so chill.
You guys tried CBD? A lot of people haven't tried CBD. I know you guys have, but imagine that you're just, imagine you hadn't. Play along with me. You guys tried CBD?
No. But
Nope.
why is it so great, Pat?
What is it?
Let me tell you about it, guys.
What is it?
Because it's a byproduct, right, of marijuana with no THC, right? It's pretty cool. So you get all those chill effects, right? The effects that like people describe like a body high. When they're talking about just the relaxing, non-psychoactive effects of CBD, and it chills you out. CBD is awesome. Caliper, one of the best companies easily out there, specifically because they did some cool things, right? Like they moved away from the tincture BS, which was the industry standard. They innovated, and they offer these 20 milligram packs. You can drop it right in your water. I put it in my clean canteen. I drink it before bed. I'm out. Look, we can all use a little something to relax, right? Especially something that's not going to give you a hangover and something that's not addictive. And Caliper CBD is the move there, y'all. If you haven't tried it, you need to. Caliper is clinically proven to deliver 30 times more CBD in the first 30 minutes than CBD oil. It's all natural, all vegan, non-GMO, free of fillers. Try the Caliper Swift Sticks. It's pretty good. All the benefits of CBD now in 3 delicious all-natural flavors. And you get 20% off your first order, y'all, if you use promo code FACTOR at trycaliper.com/factor. It's risk-free for 30 days. If you don't love it, they'll give you a full refund. That's trycaliper.com/factor. Don't forget promo code FACTOR for that 20% off your first order. Okay, final story.
Real quick, the Swift Sticks, I prefer them now. At first, I was a little weirded out when Will kept doing them, and I didn't even believe you could do them the way he was doing them. And so I ordered the lemonade ones, and I would take them, put them on my lip, or tongue, but I would also take a swig of water. And my wife's like, "Why you don't need to do that?" I'm like, "No, it's a bunch of powder. I need to do it." She's like, "It dissolves instantly." You don't. It like literally just drop it right on your tongue. It dissolves like that.
The lemon flavor is my favorite of those two. Yeah,
it's a Swift stick.
So
they didn't have this stuff when we were growing up, guys. It didn't exist. It's new. It's cool. Get on
game
it.
changer.
Okay, gentlemen, this is kind of a serious one. Kanye Omari West is dead.
What? I think we would have heard about this, sir.
Well, he's dead, guys. From now on, he's known officially as the mononym Ye. That's right.
Oh,
That's right, guys. Ye. Kanye, now just Ye.
Artist formerly known as Kanye.
As Kanye Omari West. Ye, guys, changed his name to Ye.
Oh,
Ye likes
he
things
legally changed it. Okay.
Legally, officially, legally, yeah.
Is it Ye or Ye?
Really depends, right? Like, we're not
Okay.
very good at pronunciation here. Let's go with
Jesus, but it's
Right.
Ye, Kanye. It's Yeezus, but it's Kanye. Ye, Ye. Good question.
Who knows?
What's the spelling here?
There was that girl we went to high school with whose last name was Yi, and it was Y-I.
That's true.
Yeah, she crushed at Scrabble. Anyway, yeah, Ye. Let's go with Ye. I think it's Ye. Because Ye likes to get things done quickly, and although he filed the paperwork to change his name back in August, the name change wasn't fully granted until Monday, so about 60 days late, or one full donda.
But a ching.
It's like a fortnight.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Judge Michelle
Or score.
Williams granted the change in a California courthouse. Ye joined singer Cher, magician Teller, and .com guy in an elite club of roughly 13 legally recognized single-named egomaniacs that became mononymous via name change. Yep, there's just 13 of them. It's weird.
So his full name is just Y-E?
Just Y-E, baby.
It's
What an
Ye.
asshole.
Okay.
That's it. The whole fucking ID. It just says Ye.
Yeah, that's cool, man. I wonder if can you get a 2-letter vanity plate? I'm sure he's the guy.
I mean,
what the fuck?
this is the ultimate vanity plate. Yeah, erasing
What the
your entire
fuck is he
family
gonna do
name.
for online shopping when it's a required field to fill out the last name? And he's like, "Oh shit, Ye. What is he gonna do?
Yay.
Yeah.
Last name is required on like everything."
Yeah, it's true. Well, his last name was his first name, and his first name, his last name is Ye, guys. Ye first teased a name change back in 2019. He was workshopping the significantly longer Christian genius billionaire Kanye West, which for a celebrity and a business owner would have been a certain arthritic death sentence.
He would have to sign Christian genius billionaire
long
on
name.
everything.
Ye celebrated the approval of the less crazy name option by ratcheting up the crazy in another way. And that is, of course, wearing a series of terribly unrealistic latex masks all around New York City in an effort to, quote, give him some anonymity. While meeting for coffee with the disbarred former Trump lawyer and fresh off house arrest New Yorker Michael Cohen. Guys, these are my favorite photos of the year.
Oh my God.
Oh wow!
I mean,
it's a
come
mannequin.
Oh my God.
It looks like he borrowed the mask straight from the set of the 2001 film Vanilla Sky.
It looks like Cohen's
Yeah.
just having lunch with a mannequin.
Right. He's getting the same looks that Yuri Talachko gets when he takes his wife out to dinner.
Right.
You guys, this mask is so bad that
Cohen's
Dr.
like-
Fauci recommended he go without it.
Is it
Cohen's like,
because-
how you doing? He's like, I changed my name. How you doing, Kanye? It's yay. He's like, Kanye? No, just yay.
It seriously looks like Michael Cohen's having fucking. I mean, for real.
Is he trolling? But is he trolling Michael Cohen? Because it
No.
makes Michael Cohen look crazy.
No, it's because he doesn't want the paparazzi around, but he's a moron. It makes more paparazzi around. He thinks it's like
I mean,
It's a
literally,
spectacle.
it's because he's the stupidest man on earth.
guys, you can go online and buy a fucking latex mask that's realistic enough where some guy's mom called the fucking police after someone wearing this latex mask robbed a bank because she thought that was her son. That's how realistic these masks are today. Yay needs a new mask guy. I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
Well,
Right?
Ye just
That
like
looks
it looks
bad.
like he went into like the Dollar Tree and just picked up a white guy mask.
Right.
Like,
He's
that
a
was just-
Christian genius billionaire.
It doesn't even look comfortable.
Right. No. But on the other
Can't
hand,
be.
guys, this mask guy is going to make a mint this Halloween because it's just a couple weeks away. And Ye has officially solidified the #1 Halloween costume of
Yeah,
2021.
Is he selling
throw
that
up there.
mask,
Throw
too?
that up there. Yeah, that
Is
could
he
be. See, that could be genius if he's selling that mask.
I
for
bet
Halloween.
he's selling that mask too.
Well, if he's not, I'll tell you what, it's like when those Daft Punk helmets came out.
Right.
I knew 3 or 4 buddies that were hardcore internet guys that were in talks with China manufacturing Daft Punk helmets. Only one of them won out. The other 3 guys sunk like 50 to 100 grand and had all these Daft Punk helmets left over. So yeah, if you're an entrepreneur, you might want to get on calling China and getting that mask made because it's going to be
You
a
need to
huge,
get that mask made.
you can sell the whole outfit, guys. Cohen, if you're asking yourself, who's that? Michael Cohen. Which one of the 11 white guys in their 60s that were arrested from Trump's administration is he? I find myself getting confused. A lot to keep track of. Cohen is the guy who paid off Stormy Daniels and once said in a 2011 ABC News interview, quote, "If someone does something Mr. Trump doesn't like, I do everything in my power to resolve it to
He's the
Mr.
fixer.
Trump's benefit. If you do something wrong, I'm going to come at you, grab you by the neck, and I'm not going to let go until I'm finished." That's what he said in 2011. That's Michael Cohen. Cohen told, I mean, what a psycho Cohen is. That's a fucking psycho thing to say,
He's a
right?
bulldog. He thought he didn't. I'm sure he didn't think he was gonna get thrown under the bus. Kanye's been wearing all kinds of different masks. Actually, he wore like an orc one where he looks like an orc from the Lord of the Rings. He also wore that in Italy. And he's been wearing like we showed the Don.
He wore the fireproof thing all around town before the fire thing. It was a rough stretch for a couple of years for scumbag lawyers named Michael Avenatti, Michael Cohen. It's easy to get some of these guys mixed up.
Oh, and there's a lot of other Michael Cohens out there of note,
Yeah.
right? They're mad at this Michael Cohen, who literally should still be on house arrest by my note, but he's having lunch with Kanye. Anyway, guys, Cohen told Page 6 that Ye and he were having some coffee and just talking real estate, saying, quote, "The purpose of the mask was..."
I'm gonna buy a new house.
Yeah, Kanye
How's the
was-
coffee taste?
How does he have a conversation without laughing when Ye's sitting across from him in that mask?
Yeah, man. Well, that's the best part about it, guys, because Cohen said the purpose of the mask was so that people would not recognize him. And then he went on to say the first 10 minutes we sat down, he was mobbed by people who wanted photos to say hello. So he put on the mask to give him some anonymity. So he didn't
Right.
come in the mask. He put the mask. He had the mask on standby.
They all knew who he was. That's what I'm
He's
saying.
Let me, Michael, do you mind if I'm gonna do something to, kind of attract less attention?
talk about being mobbed. I mean, Kanye's got to be more mobbed than nearly anybody.
Yeah.
Like
Michael, I'm so sick of people not taking me seriously.
No, you're right, Will. I mean, like, I was looking for great internet comments. There weren't a ton of them, but I did find this is how mobbed Kanye is. one of the guys who did get a picture with Kanye pre-mask was like a verified Olympic athlete who's still, who's like in the public light, who still didn't have the decency to be like, nah, I'm gonna let the guy sit.
Right, because it's Kanye. Because if anybody sees Kanye, if any of the four of us saw Kanye out in public, we'd just like you'd be uncontrollable. You'd rush to go be like, Kanye.
No. First of all, yes, love
Yeah.
Kanye's music. He's awesome. That's great. But I would be much less likely to try to sneak a picture with Kanye as opposed to Kanye in the mask. I'm 100% photobombing and making people take pictures of me sneaking by.
Right.
Kanye in the mask is such a better picture.
Yeah, for sure.
He's an
It's
idiot.
the best. It's the best. But yeah, guys, and look, he's got a lot of these trashy. I mean, some guys like, I'm the best at masks, Kanye, and he's like, yeah, you are, and he's
No,
this guy's
It's a $10,000 mask.
to him. It's a piece of shit mask,
Yeah.
bro. You can get a mask for $1,000 that crushes this mask, and people would actually not know it's Kanye. But
Yeah.
well, I know he was rocking them over in Fashion Week in Italy. But
You got a
He's got
picture?
some different ones. Yeah, check it out.
I have a picture of the other mask he landed at JFK in, which is
Let's check that out.
similar to the mask he was wearing to coffee, but it was better. It appeared to be a Caucasian woman with some smoky eyeshadow. Here it is. This is just a delight.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's freaky.
That's such
That
a
one's
bad
creepy.
mask.
Oh. Wait, that guy's white underneath. Look. It's not Kanye.
That's
Or is it
yay,
a-
bro.
Or is it a wrinkle in the
It's a wrinkle.
mask?
It's a wrinkle
It's
in
like
time.
a wrinkle in the mask.
A wrinkle in the mask. Well, you got the ones from Fashion Week.
Yeah, here's the one he's been
That would be smart if he was pulling a switcheroo, Wes.
Yeah, it looks like that was the white guy.
He's hiring people to put on these stupid masks.
Yeah.
And sit
Now
next to
he
Michael
can
Cohen.
as decoys wherever he wants. He's like the
Yeah.
Thomas Crown affair.
He's like
this
the
is
Thomas
what
Crown
he's,
affair.
this is what he was wearing
Oh
over in Italy.
wow, that's freaky.
It's like an orc,
yeah,
like a orc.
Yeah, it's the
from,
same mask guy.
those masks are terrible.
Son of a bitch is taking Kanye's billions.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for Hard Factor. Thank you guys so much for listening. Hey, seriously, if anyone wants to team up on the mask, let us know because we're in. And have a great fucking day.
Patreon.com/hardfactor.